uh, Nityanand Mahaprabhu's appearance day, and Nityanand Mahaprabhu is Lord Balram, he is a Guru Tattva, and all learnings come from him. So his birthplace is Ekachakra. So we were seeing a video that day. So Ekachakra is a place where actually, if you remember in Mahabharata, Lord Krishna picks up a wheel to attack Bhishma Pitama. So that wheel had actually fallen on this place in West Bengal. So that's the reason that place is called Ekachakra. So one chakra that had fallen there. So that's the place where Nityanand Mahaprabhu had appeared. So we had heard about his little bit of this thing. So what we'll start with our Samudra Manthan. So that day we heard about Gajendra Moksha, and Gajendra Moksha was it's an inspiring story. It's a story which we should regularly hear to know that any time can catch us anytime, like the crocodile. And always we have to catch the feet of our devotees, and Lord will liberate. Lord will be blessing those people who are serving the devotees. So that's very important. So there are many examples. Lord actually is happy with the devotees of the devotees more much that way. What else? Yeah. So this week has been actually festive week only. So Ramanujacharya disappearance day, Madhavacharya disappearance day, then Nityanand Mahaprabhu's appearance. Then next week also there is some festival. Then now Gaur Purnima will come very shortly, which is the appearance of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So these all days will be very important. So we saw now we'll start with Samudra Manthan. So Samudra Manthan starts with Durvasa Muni meeting Lord Indra. So Lord Indra is passing by, he's sitting on his elephant and he's just passing, going through, he's just passing there on Airavat, and then Durvasa Muni is just coming, he's coming from Vaikunt meeting Lord Vishnu, and both meet each other. So Lord Durvasa Muni is in a very happy mood. So he's in a happy mood and he has a garland which Lord Vishnu has given to him, and he's happy. And generally, the great sages, if you go in temples, they give you the garlands which are offered to the Lord. So those should be respected, and either we wear it, or we should keep it very carefully and respectfully. So here, Durvasa Muni gives this garland to this person, to Indra, and Indra, what he does, he is little, wealth always brings some arrogance. He puts that garland in the trunk of the elephant. So Airavat. Now Airavat is a dumb element. What he cannot distinguish between what is this. So he just throws the garland down and crushes it with his feet. And everything is happening there when Durvasa Muni is there. So if Indra had little common sense, he should have waited. So somebody gives you a gift. In front of that person only, you give the gift to your servant. How will he feel? So, or you give it to somebody else. He'll feel very bad. And Durvasa Muni obviously felt very bad. And so immediately, because you have become proud because of your wealth should go away. So because once he is cursed, and in fact, in my life, when I initially started going to ISKCON, so they used to give me garland. I was not aware, what we should do. Many people come in to see on Janmashtami. There are very many people, guests come, and there are very many VIPs to whom garlands are given, and they wear the garland and they roam around. But many of us, we don't know what is the purpose of that. It's actually a blessing kind of a thing. But people feel, probably I'm a VIP, that's why a garland has been given to me, and I'm just roaming, just showing off, that I've gone to the temple and see I've got a garland. So actually, garland is more like a blessing that we should, that actually I came to know little later. So then immediately when Durvasa Muni cursed, so demons attacked and Indra lost his kingdom and wealth completely. And then what happened? Everybody, the Devtas immediately went to Lord Brahma, and Lord Brahma this time couldn't help. He said, "Now come, let's go to Lord Vishnu, because in this situation I also can't help you." So they went to Lord Vishnu, but Lord Vishnu, you have to call him, you have to request, you have to pray to him. And when you pray to him, then he comes. So then Lord Brahma offered prayers to the Lord. So he says, "Oh Lord, although I am the creator of this universe, it's difficult for me to understand your greatness. Please reveal unto us your smiling face We are in great difficulty. Please help us. So this is a theme. Difficulty, Lord Vishnu, immediately call him, request him, and he'll come. And then Lord Vishnu comes, and he was very pleased with them. And when he came with a very lot of effulgence. If you see in Mahabharata also, when Lord Krishna shows the Vishwaroop, it's a huge light coming in. Not everybody can see that. So then Lord has to give that vision to the person. So here also he came with that effulgence. Nobody was able to see. So then he had to give the vision to Brahma and all the Devatas so that they could see him. And he reduced little, uncovered his effulgence also. And he was very beautiful. He was beautiful in a blackish body. And here the description is given, his eyes were reddish and like a freshly blossomed red lotuses. He was wearing yellow silk garments like shining gold. His entire body was attractively decorated, and he had a smiling face. See, God is always having a smiling face. He never has tension. So its tension is only, in anxiety is only at our plane. When Vaikuntha itself means whoever stays there will not have anxiety. And Lord, of course, he stays wherever he'll not have anxiety. And if we are in touch with the Lord, our anxiety will also reduce. It will go away, in fact. So everybody, when they saw the beautiful form of Lord, then they prayed to him. Also they are saying, also our goal has been achieved by seeing you, but still, we have to manage the kingdom and we are in the trouble. How can the Devatas get the original position back? So Lord Vishnu tells them, this problem is because Lord also wanted to do some pastime. So that's the reason this Samudra Manthan is a very, very great learning. It's a learning which actually, in any sphere of area, it will help. Be in corporate, be in our personal life. It's a very useful thing. So now, Lord says, now this is the time you make a truce with the demons, the Asuras. Truce means you make friendship with them, come with an agreement. And you do the churning of the milk ocean so that you can get Amrit. So you get the nectar from that. And you put vegetables, grasses, creepers, and herbs into the milk ocean. And with a Mandra mountain, you churn the ocean and then use Vasuki serpent as a churning rope. And then you will be able to get the Amrit. But without joint efforts, without working together with Asuras, you will not win. So you beg them. So then they were worried, abhi to ladai hui, now only we have fought with them, and suddenly the Lord is telling ki you make friendship with them and you convince them and do this together. So then Lord also thought, they are still thinking. So said, don't worry, go to the Asuras and they might demand, they will demand the Amrit, and you say we'll share, and plus whatever during the Manthan, during the churning, you'll get a lot of things which will come out of the milk ocean. So whatever comes, whatever Asuras want, give them. Don't worry about that. You focus on the end goal. End goal is Amrit. That we have to get. So you don't get distracted or frustrated. You will achieve the goal. Also, he didn't say ki Amrit you share with them. Amrit should be taken by the Devatas because Amrit cannot be given to the demons. Otherwise, it will be chaos in the universe. So now everybody agrees. So here, one of the biggest lessons is cooperation. In this world, in our family or with friends, we have to deal with, difference of opinions. So we'll have people who will have a different opinion, but we should respect that opinion and we'll have to work together but our end objective should be a superior one. So here the end objective is to achieve, get the Amrit. So in our temples also we find, people have difference of opinions, but end objective of the temples is what? Distribute Krishna Bhakti, distribute Krishna devotion. So if everybody is working towards that goal, that difference of opinions will be easily, they can be handled. Similarly, in a school or in our office friends, if our end objective is clear, we will have to work together. So in our corporate world also we see, there are employees who will be less performers, they'll be very good performers. But we'll have to take everybody together and we have to use the strengths of each person. Important thing is we have to focus on the strength of that person. Right now, what happened now, we criticize a lot. We focus only on the negatives of people. So if two people are there, the one person generally sees the other person's negative qualities. He'll try to criticize on mistakes he has made. So there are many incidents, if somebody said 10 so take an example. So if I tell you to write, what are the qualities, uh, say 20 qualities which you expect from your friend or expect from your friend. So you list down all the qualities. So we did this exercise in one of the sessions in our college. So where you say you write down all the list of qualities what you expect from that person. So suppose you are a husband wife, you list down what you expect from your wife or you expect from your husband. So if you list down that, you will start writing nicely. You'll write, she should be honest, she should be serving, my friend should be like this, he should help me all the ways. So you and his nature should be good. So you list down say 20 items. And then if we tell you, okay, you list down what are the qualities you have. You are expecting these qualities from the other person, but what are the qualities you have? You can try this. You will find that out of 20 what you listed that your friend should have, you will hardly have 5. So we ourselves don't have these 20 qualities, but from the other person we'll always expect the best. So the learning is always focus on the strength of that others people. Then only a good organization or good teamwork can happen. Teamwork is basically cooperation and using the strengths of each person. So everybody has their own strength, and that should be used. So here, Lord Vishnu is saying, Asura is powerful. You use that strength, use that positive things for churning the ocean, because alone you may not be able to do this. So now, then what the Devtas, after taking advice, they immediately go and meet the demons, the Asuras. Who is the king of Asuras? King Bali. So Bali is the king. And then when they go there, the doorkeepers think, the other Asuras think they have come to attack. They were just planning to go and attack the Devtas. Then Bali told, no, they have come for, looks like they've come for discussion. They don't have any arms. So let them come. Then they approached Bali Maharaj and they discussed, this is a plan. We churn the milk ocean and that will give us Amrit. And then we can share it. And that then both we all will become immortal. So they said, so Bali Maharaj said, okay, he agreed. Internally, he was thinking, once the Amrit comes, then we'll manage. Nothing will be given to the Devta. Same thing Devta was thinking. So once the Amrit is coming out, we will ensure we get it. So we'll not give it to this thing. So then they said, okay, they shook hands and they started. So then first thing was now to arrange a Mandra mountain to be picked up. So that mountain had to be picked and brought to the ocean, to the milk ocean. So mountain is at a separate place and ocean is at a separate place. So that has to be brought down. So they went and they started picking up. They started carrying, but just little bit they walked, they carried some distance and they started they became tired and fatigued, and then they could not handle and they almost dropped the mountain. So like when the mountain falls, some of the Devtas and the demons, they become injured because it falls on the limbs and they scared. So immediately Lord Vishnu comes. So in this whole journey, Lord Vishnu will come and help at every moment. So in any projects which are very tough, very complicated, we should have faith on the God. He will come and help us in every time. He'll be always there. So you would see, there are so many great projects which happen. So recently, if you would have noticed, in Uttarakhand there was a tunnel which was being constructed, and some stones crashed, and there were people who were stuck inside. But with great effort, everybody putting their thoughts and everybody praying for them, they could be rescued in some 7-8 days. So any project, worshipping, and everybody was worshipping the God. And that place, people say it was a place where there were some deities was there, and they had shifted them, the deity, and they were not respecting. And once they immediately realized and they worshipped the deity, the way was cleared and they could release. So again, worshipping the God at every is very important, taking help. So now immediately Lord comes. He comes on Garud, and he picks the mountain. He picks the mountain and keeps it on Garud, and he puts all the Devtas and demons on the Garud, and he reaches the milk ocean and drops it there. So he transports all of them to the milk ocean. And immediately what he says to Garud, now Garud, you go from here. The reason being, now they have to bring Vasuki the snake. So Vasuki is actually Garud's lunch. Garud actually eats snakes, and snake is his meal. So to avoid any conflict, Lord sends Garud back, and then the ocean is there, and the Devtas and Asuras go to Vasuki snake and they request him. So that snake also comes. So then they tie the snake, and the devatas are standing on the face side of the snake. So face is where it's facing, uh, uh, and this guy. So the asuras come, so they say, no, no, face is always auspicious. We will stand near the face. So whenever what happens, this quality of demons is in a lot of us. We feel, the other person has taken the best thing. That there's a suppose if you go into any party or something, people watch what is there in others' plate. Oh, that plate has so many things. I didn't get this thing. So people are always worrying about what other have. So here, Asur feels that the Devatas has got the best thing. They are standing at the face. Arey, how can they stand at the face? We will stand at the face side. So Vishnu and all the Devatas say, okay, yeah, please, no problem. If they agree, then the Asuras come to the side of the face and the Devatas on the tail. And later we'll know what was right. The tail was a better thing to stay, because from the mouth of Vasuki, when the churning happens, he starts feeling tired and fatigued, and then his hot, warm smell, breath and dark, this thing, horrible smell starts coming, and it's the asuras. Because demonic people are generally, they want unnecessary competitions and prove themselves greater than others. So that's the quality of demonic people. They want unnecessary competition. There's no competition, but still they want to do competition. And they want to just prove, that we are the great people. So finally, the churning began. So now, Lord has helped, everything is set, the churning begins. And when the churning begins, Mandra mountain has started sinking, because it requires a lot of power. And there was no base. So it was not touching the this thing, full depth of the sea. Ocean is quite deep. It was not up to the full depth. So it was floating, and then it started falling, sinking. So immediately Lord Vishnu, what he did? So he expanded into a Kurma avatar. So it's a tortoise avatar. And he immediately went down and gave the support, gave a balance to the mountain. And then not only he did that, he also then he lifted that mountain, which was huge. The mountain was 8 lakh miles wide. And what a huge island. And when the churning begins, what is Lord Kurma feeling? He's feeling that there is some massage happening on his body. And this massage is happening. And at that time, when the Lord Kurma is breathing, he starts breathing, inhaling, exhaling. And here it's mentioned that the waves in the ocean started when Lord Kurma started breathing there in the ocean. So before that, the ocean was always stable. It did not have waves. Only after Lord Kurma entering the ocean, waves also started happening. So now again, now Lord Vishnu has first helped bringing the mountain to this place. Second, he's taken the Kurma avatar and he's helping the Devatas. Now again, this is happening, but still they're finding difficult. So now again, the churning is happening. Then Vasuki was becoming tired, and all the Devatas, Asuras, all they became tired. So then Lord wanted to give the energy back. So the Devatas are the mode of goodness. Basically, they are the Sadgun Tattvas. So they are mode of goodness. So Lord Krishna gave them mode of goodness so that their energy comes back. See, people need in what mode they are now. They have to be supported in that mode only, so that they can have their energy back. So Devatas will like this. They like mode of goodness. So they want good things, and they can't handle bad things. If you give something, passionate things to them, they'll not be able to handle. They'll not enjoy. So some people by nature are soft. So they are happy when things are soft. But some people, they want some passion. They want some aggression. So you have to give those kind of projects to them. So you have to give a project of aggression to that person, because his nature is that way. So then only he'll perform. So here, Devatas will like goodness, but Asuras, they are mode of passion. So the Lord gave them something which was in the mode of passion, so that they could come. So they had Rajaguna. And then Vasuki is the snake. Snake is in the mode of ignorance. So he's in Tamoguna. So you have to give what energizes them. So with that, those things were given appropriately. So everybody should be given what he likes, what he is suitable for that person. You can't give same medicine to every person. So everybody was, Lord gave them every, and then they came back in energy. And Lord, what he did, he also, to sustain, to balance the mountain from the top, he also appeared in Vishnu form with 10,000, with 1,000 hands, Sahasra Bahu. And then with one hand, he hold the mountain so that the balance is there from the bottom, as Lord is there as tortoise. And from top also, Lord Vishnu is holding the mountain so that the churning happens properly and it doesn't fall down. And everybody was very happy. So again, third help Lord has given. And then this churning happened. Everything is happening. Now the first thing, Amrit did not come. But after lots of churning, and this Lord realized, with there, it was not happening. So Lord personally went there and he also started helping in the churning. And finally, what first thing came out in this churning? So we all are aware, first thing which had come out, halahal, the poison. So first thing which came out of the churning was halahal, the poison. And then it's created, when the poison spread across, everybody started, unsheltered, it was creating problems. And then all the Devatas, they approached Lord Shiva. So they approached Lord Shiva because it was creating, the poison was spreading across. And Lord Shiva, when they went, so they praised Lord Shiva. So whenever you go for help to somebody, first thing is you have to praise his glories. So here the Devatas praise Lord Shiva's glories, and then they requested him. Requested him that you can easily destroy this poison. You are very powerful and benevolent. And then they were praising him. At the time of destruction, you turn the entire universe into ashes just by the sparks of fire emanating from your eye. So when Lord Shiva opens his third eye, everything turns into fire. And on the other hand, your presence brings flourishing happiness to everyone. Even Brahma cannot estimate your greatness. Mature people worship you and appreciate your great character. But shameless fools criticize you and your wanderings in the crematorium. So Lord Shiva generally, he's worshipped, he stays in crematorium because he finds it's the isolated place, and that's the place where the Lord's name is taken more. So whenever you go to a crematorium, the dead body is there, people always say, Ram Nam Satya Hai, or Ram. So that God's name is taken there. That's the reason Lord Shiva stays. And then this is the way they are worshipping. Then Lord Shiva, first thing he does, he's sitting with his wife Bhavani. So he tells Bhavani, see, every people are in danger. They are all in great danger because of this poison. It is my duty to protect them. And secondly, Lord Vishnu will be very pleased if I help the devotees. And helping others, doing welfare for others is the best thing to do. And so he requested, so therefore, please let me bring this poison for the sake of all living beings. So then Bhavani immediately agreed. So first learning is always take permission of your wife. So if you're doing such a big task or big activity, or take permission of your spouse. So that there's no disagreement. So here Lord Shiva takes the permission of Bhavani, and then immediately, effortlessly, he takes all poison in his palm and brings it, and he holds it in his throat, and it's like a necklace. It comes like a blue line, and that's the reason Lord Shiva is also called Neelkant. So Neelkant is only the neck is blue of Lord Shiva. If you see some temples, people try to put full body of Lord Shiva as blue. It's not. Lord Shiva is white, and basically is in golden, quite a different color. He's whitish basically, and only the neck is blue. So are you aware where is Neelkant temple in India?
Yes, sir. Above Rishikesh.
Yes, Gaurav Prabhuji has traveled. So in Rishikesh, this temple is there called Neelkant. So where Lord Shiva had actually taken.
I've been there many times. Yes, sir. I've been there many times.
Yeah, I had been there. I went last year. I've been there. Yeah. So it's a beautiful temple on the mountains where Lord Shiva's shivling is there, and that's the place Lord Shiva took this thing. And then Devtas and Asuras, one problem solved. So from the Manthan, from the churning, halal poison had come, and then Lord Shiva has helped and taken away that poison, and now the Devtas and Asuras start churning the mountain further. So further they are churning. So next what is appearing? So now after that, and Surabhi cow appears from the churning. So Surabhi cow is a cow which gives delicious milk and butter and ghee, and that would be helpful for Vedic sacrifices. So that cow was taken away by the great sages. So great sages accepted the cow. So no issues because demons they did not want cow. They were not interested in the cow. So then after that churning, then the white horse, moon-like white horse, Uchchai Rava appeared. So there was a white horse that was taken by King Bali. So King Bali took. Now this is Asura who has taken it. Then a white elephant named Airavat appeared. And that elephant generally, Indra travels on elephant. So that was given to Lord Indra. Then again, there were many things which were precious jewels, which were Kaustubha money, Padmaraga money. They appeared and they were decorated. They decorated the chest of Lord Vishnu. So those were going to Lord Vishnu for wearing, so that it decorates the Lord's chest. And after many products, so the thing which came out was Goddess Lakshmi. So Goddess Lakshmi comes out from this, which is she is very beautiful features, very young, and then she is the one which comes out. Now we'll read about that. And also there's one thing mentioned, why are the snakes poisonous? So it says when Lord Shiva was drinking the poison, some drops fell down, rolled down his hands, and the scorpions and the snakes immediately took the opportunity to drink those drops, and thus they also became poisonous. So Lord Shiva is a symbol of selflessness. So we learn selflessness. No nothing. What he had to gain? There other people the Devatas were in danger. He just helped them. There was no benefit. Generally we worship God. We look at what is the benefit for us. We always we have been taught this way in life. What is the benefit? Then only we'll do some work. But selfless. Once we get the habit of being selfless, then that is the best thing to reach, and Lord appreciates such people. So now when Lakshmi Devi comes from the Samudra Manthan, so everybody is offering gifts to her because she's so beautiful. She's a goddess of fortune. So everybody is giving gifts to her. So Indra is giving a gem-studded throne. He gives a throne to Mother Lakshmi. Then the cows offered there were cows. The cows offered the Panch Gavya, a combination of 5 products: milk, curd, ghee, urine, and cow dung. It was given Panch Gavya, which was given to Mother Lakshmi. And there were great sages who did Abhishek for Mother Lakshmi. The Gandharvas sang melodiously, and the Apsaras were dancing in joy. Saraswati Devi, the goddess of learning, offered a majestic necklace. So she gave a necklace to Mother Lakshmi. And Lord Brahma presented her a pink lotus flower. So Brahmaji gave her. So if you see, Mother Lakshmi has pink lotus flower also. And adorned with such lotus gardens and fine necklaces, Lakshmi Devi just walked to see a suitable match for her. So she was searching who will be her this thing. So her beauty is also given. How beautiful she was looking. She was smiling bashfully, and she walked on with her cheeks were covered with long shining earrings. Her cheeks were covered with long shining earrings, and her golden form looked as beautiful as a creeper of gold. So now she's going, and she accepted Ocean God as her father, because Ocean God is the father because she's come out of the ocean. That's the reason Ocean God is her father. And then she's examining, who are the best people, whom should I marry. So she looks at Gandharvas, Asuras, Siddhas, and all personalities. So she sees Durvasa Muni. So everybody's waiting. And it's not that she's searching. There are many people also wanting, you marry me, please. You marry me, please. So Durvasa Muni is standing there. So Durvasa Muni is great. He's with austerity, but he loses his temper occasionally. So she says, no, he's not good. Then she looks at Brahaspati, and she says, he's a guru of Devtas with great knowledge. He's a treasure of knowledge, but he has material attachments. He's not pure. He has some material attachments. And then Brahma, very exalted. He had many enemies, but he has also desires. So she says, no, Brahma is also not. Indra, then she looks at Indra. He says, Indra is at great position, but we saw Indra has a lot of pride, and he makes a lot of mistakes because of this. Then finally, she says, she finds nobody who is flawless without any mistakes. So then she finally goes to Lord Vishnu, and she sees him. And after deep scrutiny, she realizes, yes, Lord Vishnu is the only one flawless with flawless qualities. But Lord Vishnu is completely satisfied. Only Lord Vishnu was the one who did not approach Mother Lakshmi for marriage. He was standing on his own. But others, there were people around, the sages, the devtas, they approached Mother Lakshmi. Okay, you accept me, but Mother Lakshmi did not. And then here Lakshmi is going to Lord Vishnu, and she is requesting him that she tells him, I am attracted to your qualities, and she wants uh, Lord Vishnu to be my husband. She tells Lord Vishnu, and she puts a garland on Lord Vishnu, and then very shyly and with her head down, and so Lord Vishnu also accepts her his wife. So in Lord Vishnu or any stories of Lord Krishna, you'll find that Lord Krishna never proposed anyone. So all the wives, whatever he had, 16,108, they requested Lord Krishna for marriage, and to fulfill that desire, he accepted. So here Mother Lakshmi also, she requested. It's not Lord Vishnu who has requested, and Lord Vishnu accepted it. And then there was a big marriage ceremony which happened of Lakshmi Narayan, and everybody came, and flowers, proper celebration happened. And then Lakshmi Narayan came to be known as the supreme parents of everyone. Lord Vishnu is the father of the three worlds, and Mother Lakshmi, who resides on his chest, is an ocean of unending mercy who increases the glories of all planets. So whenever we worship Mother Lakshmi, we should worship Mother Lakshmi along with Narayan. Worshipping only Mother Lakshmi is not correct, because Lakshmi will never come to our house alone. See, wherever Lakshmi has been with alone, anyone who has tried to take Mother Lakshmi alone, they have only suffered. So if you see Ravan also wanted Mother Sita. He did not want Lord Ram. So what happened? He died, and he had to suffer because of that. Then there are many such cases where people have tried to only think of Mother Lakshmi. They don't want the Lord Narayan, and then Mother Lakshmi doesn't stay with them for long. Mother Lakshmi will stay with us only if she is along with Narayan. Then she will stay for very long. And not only that, if we serve Lord Narayan, she'll be very happy, and she will also serve us because we are serving Lord Narayan. So that's the benefit of serving Lord Narayan. So now this marriage happens, then again the churning continues. So the churning continues. Then there is one lotus-eyed goddess named Varuni, who induces drunkards to get intoxicated. He comes out of churning. So who will take this lady, who is this goddess of Varuni, who intoxicates people? So who will take it as a logical thing? Yeah. Okay. Asuras.
Asuras.
Yeah. Yes, Varuni. Asuras will take Varuni because they like drinking there. So Asuras take this person. And then finally, after a lot of churning, finally who has come? Finally exquisitely garlanded, heavily ornamented, beautifully dressed in yellow clothes, a blackish complexion, long arms, and a broad chest. A person comes, and he is a young personality. His name is Dhanvantari. So Dhanvantari is an incarnation of Lord Vishnu. Dhanteras, which is celebrated during Diwali, is the appearance day of Dhanvantari, and who is the master of Ayurveda. He's a traditional medicine. So Ayurveda medicine is coming from Dhanvantari. So Dhanvantari, he comes, he has a pot in his hand, which is carrying Amrit, and he comes, and as soon as Asuras see Dhanvantari with that pot of nectar, they pick it and run away. So it's like, you play dog and bone games. So there's something or handkerchief which we keep, and we have a game. So here, Asuras picked that handkerchief and they ran away. And the Devtas are watching them. What happened? We thought we will get the Amrit, and Asuras just went and take that away. So, and then now Devtas are again worried. The Amrit has been stolen. It has been taken away by the Asuras. Then they think, and they are just again looking at Lord Vishnu. What should we do? But before that, when Asuras took away this Amrit, but they could not distribute among themselves because of their nature. They were always, I want first, I want first, I want first. And they had selfish, everybody wanted to drink first. So nobody could drink that. And so there were stronger Asuras and there were weak Asuras. So weak Asuras so can't do anything. So strong Asuras are only fighting. What will they do? Then weak Asuras, they are teaching the lesson of morality. Saying, "Arey, this has been, we had jointly worked with Devtas. You should distribute equally amongst them." So they are giving the lesson to the stronger Asuras. So that day I told you, the lesson, the definition of morality. Morality generally means to be honest and this thing. But one of the Guruji told, morality also is lack of opportunity. So if we have opportunity to do some bad sins, we will do that. It's that morality is there in many people because they are controlled, they are monitored, they are seen around. But if so, here this weak asuras are talking, preaching morality, but we all know they were not moral. They are only doing because they are not getting the Amrit and that's being poured. So then finally, Lord Vishnu, what he said, and saw that Devtas were in problem. So Lord Vishnu again comes. So Lord Vishnu has come so many times to help them. So first he picked the mountain, brought it to the ocean. Then when the churning happened, he became the Kurma avatar. Then also with 1,000 hands, he's holding the mountain from the top. And then he's helping them when they were tired. He was giving them fresh air and giving them mode of passion, mode of ignorance to each and mode of goodness to each of them. And then again, when they were in problem, they also churned the ocean. So he churned. And then they were doing them. He married Lord Mother Lakshmi. Again, now Lord Vishnu is helping them by becoming Mohini Avatar. So Mohini Avatar is Mohini Murti. Avatar is a extremely beautiful woman, extremely beautiful. And she comes and with jewels and garlands, and divine aroma is emanating from her body. And she's moving here and there, searching for someone. Searching for someone, she enters where the demons are there. And when she enters, all the demons, eyes wide open, such a beautiful lady has come, and everybody is lost the same. The same. And then they start talking with her. They say, "Oh, lotus-eyed." So when generally you see, if you see on a college side, if you go, or there'll be boys who will be doing a lot of mischief. But suddenly one beautiful girl passes, now everybody will become sober, as if they are the most decent persons on the earth, and they will behave that way. So same thing happened here. When Mohini Murti entered, these demons, they became sober. They put everything fine, and then they started talking with, "Oh, lotus-eyed girl, who are you? Your beauty and behavior have completely won our trust. Can you please bring an end to our fight and rightfully distribute the Amrit amongst us?" So now they are fighting. They see a Mohini avatar of Lord Vishnu, and they are, lost, and they immediately trust on her, and they say, "Help us distribute this. We are not able to distribute." So Mohini avatar is replying, "Oh, sons of Kashyap." So they all are sons of Kashyap Muni, Kashyap Muni, Diti, Aditi. So they are son of Diti. "I am not trustworthy. Please don't entrust me with such a great responsibility." He's honestly telling, "I am not trustworthy, and don't give me this task." And hearing such words from her, the mesmerized demons, so you're thinking, she's joking. She's telling lies. So generally it happens, people believe if somebody loves somebody, they start liking. They feel, this person, if she says something wrong, they'll say, no, she's joking. So they said, she's joking. And they had completely, those they repeated, "No, we completely trust on you. So whatever we do, we'll accept." So again, Mohini Murti is telling, "If you accept whatever I do, whether right or wrong, only then I will take charge of this nectar distribution." So, whatever I do, you have to accept. So they say, yeah, demons say, "Of course, no problem. So whatever we do, we'll agree." And they were thinking, Mohini is getting attracted to them. The demons were actually thinking that way. And then she started agreeing to distribute. And once a distribution happened, everybody came well dressed. So everybody came in, the Devtas, Asuras, they came well dressed with beautiful, because, they had done a job of churning. So their body, the dresses, that were fatigue. It was, the dresses would have got, so they went, took a bath and came, and everybody is now assembled to take the Amrit. So, and they are just waiting, and then Moini is taking that Amrit, and she's just showing to the demons and just reaching to the Devtas, and she starts giving there. And so here lesson is she did not want to give nectar to the Asuras because it is dangerous as feeding milk to a poisonous snake. So she gives to the Devtas, and Devtas, the demons think, probably she's thinking, she'll give them and make a little bit, and then she will give us more, and she will give us back. Because they were always trusting Mohini Avatar. So then Devtas drank this thing, uh, Amrit. So here actually it also said, they were thinking, maybe Mohini Murti is giving Amrit to the Devtas before us to pacify them. After giving them a little, she will give us more nectar. Let the restless Devtas drink the Amrit first. Meanwhile, we will fill our minds with the great nectar of Mohini Murti's charm. So, meanwhile, we'll just watch her and this thing. We don't want to quarrel with a woman. We want to please her. And then she distributed that. But in the demons, there was one Rahu who was sitting there. And he was thinking, I have to get this nectar. So immediately wore the clothes of the Devtas and went to the side of the Devtas. He was sitting there. And when he was sitting there, so when Mohini gave him Amrit, so he just drank, and then sun god and moon god, they both saw that he's Rakshas, he's a demon, he's Rahu, he's sitting here. And he told Mohini Avatar, the Lord Vishnu, that he's a demon Rahu sitting, and so immediately Mohini Avatar, Lord Vishnu, pulled out his Sudarshan Chakra and cut the head of Rahu. So Rahu's head, the nectar only reached the top portion, only the head portion. His down body did not have the nectar, so his head became immortal. So his body is not there; he only has a head. And then because sun god and moon god had found him, then he has become angry with them, and then this eclipses which happen of sun and moon. This we say that Rahu creates that eclipse. So because of this reason, he was angry with the moon and sun god. And then afterwards, all nectar was done, and then Mohini Avatar left from there. And then the Asuras became very angry, and they were just watching, what is happening, and nothing they could do. So here, this Samudra Manthan story ends. One important lesson is our cooperation, and believe in God, believe in His Lord always, and He'll help you at every step. So second. So here there's one more lesson, here we may feel that Lord was not partial. He was impartial towards, he was partial, he was not impartial. He was partial towards the Devtas. But it is said that he was actually not partial. So also the efforts of the Devtas and the Asuras were equal. See, both of them did equal efforts. They were in churning. But was it due to the Lord's partiality? It may seem so, but in truth it isn't. So consider an example. So here an example is given to prove that Lord was not partial. So Lord was not partial. A good teacher appreciates a disciplined student and scolds a mischievous one. So if a student is there, if a good student is there, disciplined student, sincere is there, obviously teacher will not, a teacher will appreciate him. But a mischievous student, she will scold him. The difference in treatment is not due to the teacher's partiality, but a natural response towards the student's attitude and behavior. So Lord's response to us will be depending on our behavior and our attitude. Similarly, also the Lord is equal to all. He is more inclined to his obedient devotees and punishes the miscreants. He is not partial to anyone, but reciprocates with people's moods and deeds. So if you see, he was distributing mode of passion to the Asuras, mode of goodness to the Devtas, and mode of ignorance to Vasuki. So it depends how you are, depending on your nature, depending on your thing, Lord will just give you what is the best for you. So here, Lord is giving the Devtas the Amrit nectar because they can manage, giving a responsibility, giving some, like Ashwadama got the power of using Brahmastra, but he misused it. But Arjun, he had the Brahmastra, but because he was responsible, a person who is responsible can be given that kind of authority. But a person who is irresponsible, you cannot give him. You cannot make somebody a king who is totally, careless and, doesn't, is corrupt or something. So you have to give that responsibility to a person who is authority to a person who is responsible. The same way, the Lord gives that authority to the Devtas because of that. And Asuras were irresponsible. If he had given Amrit to them, it would have been created a chaos across. So Lord was not partial. He was impartial to everybody. So this is the learning. So next story then continues with Bali Maharaj and Vaman Avatar. So that will continue later. So this Samudra Manthan story, and here any questions on this?